Hello everyone and welcome back to another Doctor Who action figure review. This is the third of 4 reviews taking a look at the brand new summer 2021 B&M Doctor Who action figure set. And in today's video we're going to be taking a look at this, which is the History of the Daleks set 5, which is based on Power of the Daleks. This is one thing that I really like about the current B&M range, is that they are doing this History of the Daleks series, which is taking a look at each Dalek story and releasing 2 Daleks from that story. So once again, we'll take a look at the packaging first. We have Doctor in the corner, TARDIS, limited edition, History of the Daleks set 5, collector figure set, the Power of the Daleks 1966, 5+, and the character logo. We have both Daleks there in the packaging. On the side, we have the TARDIS illustrated, and on the back, we have all the regular text that we have seen throughout the rest of the packaging, including a bio on the Power of the Daleks and a behind the scenes bio on the Daleks themselves. So if you want to read that, go ahead and pause the video now. On the other side, we have the Doctor Who logo and the illustration of the TARDIS. Once again, it's really the same text on the top of the box, and there's not a great deal to say on the bottom of the box. So without further ado, let's get this set out and take a look at the figures themselves. So here we have both Daleks out of the packaging. Now on first glance you would think, oh, it's just another set with 2 silver and blue Daleks in it. But actually there's a bit more to say about these Daleks than on first glance. But first of all, we'll take a look at probably the main selling point for this set, which is the Mutant Scoop Dalek. Now, taking a look at the rest of the Dalek to start off with, it is what you've pretty much come to expect. It's a silver and blue Dalek. You know, what more can you say? We have the brand new cloudy ears, which I don't think we've seen to this extent before. We have had this head sculpt before with these ears, but now they've been given a nice cloudy orange appearance, which I think looks fantastic. We have the eye stalk, which as ever looks terrific. The paint apps on these Daleks, it should be said, are so crisp that it is fantastic. Moving down, we have the neck bin and the shoulder section with the slats and the mesh, which really looks terrific. And in the press announcement for these figures, Al Duar of Character Options said that they did go with the more accurate Dalek movie gun pieces, just to give these Daleks a bit of something else when they're on the shelf. Looking down, we have the skirt section, which again, the paint apps are so crisp, and then the fender at the bottom. There's not a great deal to say about these Daleks, has to be said, because I've talked about these Daleks dozens of times already, and there's not a great deal more I can say about them. However, the brand new bit of tooling on these Daleks, or on this Dalek, I should say, is the Mutant Scoop dish, which is a brand new sculpt. It looks fantastic. We have the telescopic sort of pole, which goes into the ball socket at the Dalek shoulder section, and then we have this terrific sort of, almost looks a bit like a strainer that you would use in a kitchen. But it looks fantastic, and you can see all this detailing on the bottom and on the top. It just looks terrific. Looking at articulation, it's what you've come to expect from Daleks, and this applies to both Daleks, so I'll only cover it here. We have a spin at the head. The eye stalk can move up and down. There is a ball joint for the plunger or the scoop. There's a ball for the gun, and the Dalek is on 3 wheels. Now, doing a quick size comparison with another Dalek, surprise, surprise, they are exactly the same. This is the previous Power of the Daleks release that came out in the first wave of SFX Daleks, I think back in 2012, so it's quite an old figure now, and annoyingly mine has misaligned neck pieces, which is a bit annoying. But you can see that the ears are the same. The new ones have just been given a brand new paint deco and a much more shiny silver. So that's the Mutant Scoop Dalek. I really like the new Mutant Scoop piece. And now we'll take a look at the regular Dalek. Again, this is much the same as the Mutant Scoop Dalek, same precise paint apps and everything. However, now we have the plunger instead of the scoop. So it's a more generic Dalek. And it's worth noting that the eye stalk has been changed to have the more magnified look. As you can see, if I just hold them side by side there. That is something that we have seen before with last year's sets. So that character options aren't just simply re-releasing figures. They are giving them a slight difference, however slight that might be. So really, there's not a great deal to say about these figures. They're just really, really good. And they are, but if you do own any 60s Daleks, they are what you have come to expect. One thing to note with the Mutant Scoop that is a bit of an omission is, where is the Mutant? It is a bit baffling that they did make the Mutant Scoop Dalek without the Mutant, but if you did pick up the Reconnaissance Dalek from last year, the Jodie Whittaker release, then that did include a Mutant. And I had a spare, so I painted it green, and here it is as a bit of a custom. And you can place the Mutant into the scoop or the tray, whatever you'd like to call it. And there you have an accurate Mutant Scoop Dalek for your shelf. And I think that looks pretty good. So overall, I really like this set. There's not a great deal to say about it, but it gives us two very, very nice 60s silver and blue Daleks, and it looks fantastic. The Mutant Scoop Dalek, I'm really happy that we finally had one in the 5-inch range. We did get one in the 3 3/4-inch range many years ago, and I was always a bit gutted that we never got one in the 5-inch range, so I'm glad that's been rectified. And if you do have a spare Mutant lying around that came with the Reconnaissance Dalek, it really adds to the appearance of this Dalek. The regular Dalek, has to be said, is a lovely figure. Many people will just see it as another silver and blue Dalek, but that is pretty much what it is. But it just looks nice on the shelf with the other Second Doctor era characters. So thanks for watching this review, guys. If you want to pick up yours, you can go to your local B&M and pick it up for $19.99 right now. They are on shelves. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next review, where I'll be taking a look at the final of this wave, which is the Day of the Daleks set. The History of the Daleks, Day of the Daleks set. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.